Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we're going to do a reading for Aquarius. Let's call in spirit with some wind chime time. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. I totally just had to delete the first, intro because it was like I forgot what I was doing, and I started basically to say, today we're going to talk about... And it made me realize it would be really fun to put together, a little clip of all of the fuck-ups that I have for the intro. So, feel free to comment down below if you would enjoy something like that. All right, Aquarius, let's get started for you. I'm going to dig into the newest member of the family. This is the Energy Oracle cards. They're pretty popular. I've definitely seen them on, a few other tarot channels, and I thought they would be a good addition. Oh, hello, Aquarius, what is this? Door to romance? Are you falling in love right now, Aquarius? Alright, also worth mentioning, we have number 33 on here, and for me, that often talks about self-expression. Ah, Aquarius, I think you have a secret admirer. Tell you how it resonates. I don't want to make it seem like I never have any masculine readers, but we've got a man holding a heart. We have number 45 for that, which breaks down to a 9. We have a single, independent masculine who is dreamy and head over heels over somebody, but I don't think he said anything. We've got a heart in a cage on the door to romance, and there's a key, and it's like he's thinking about giving this key to somebody. So we have walking away and first chakra. All right, you guys. Well, this is starting off a little spicy. So here's what I see. We have somebody who walked away from a crush or a one-night stand or somebody they were talking to because they were choosing head over heart, and because they, how do I want to say this? I think this individual misread the other person. There was something here where someone was quick to judge. It's like you're like all the rest, and then finding out that you're not, kind of thing, or thinking that it's a pretty strong physical connection, but there isn't anything really more than surface deep. So let's get some clarity. It's another new one. You maybe have already seen it. I can't remember if I've done an Aquarius yet with these, but this is the Voyage of the Soul Oracle. I really like these. These are a little bit more otherworldly. What else do we have for Aquarius, please? Maybe they don't want these cards for you guys. Alright, alright, alright. Sometimes I get told it's the wrong one, and then they fall right out. This is the Rider-Waite, or as I like to call it, the OG. And to clarify door to romance and man holding a heart, we have validation of what I said, right? We have somebody here who has kept how they feel about a feminine energy under lock and key. It's like I get the vibe that somebody doesn't want to be seen as somebody who has a heart, which is silly, but there might be some ego at play here. There might be a social community that, gossips a little bit too much. There might be a crazy ex, who knows? But we've got, with the Four of Pentacles, somebody who, like I said, is holding on to this. They have not said anything. And with the Moon, we have, oh no! We have a phone call. Hold on, I can figure this out, I swear. Boom. Alright, so we have a secret coming out. Somebody is finding it rather difficult to no longer communicate with this person that they feel such strong feelings for, that they left in the cold, or there was some sort of argument or things said that I think somebody wishes they could take back, because it looks to me like the feminine walked away. But with Archangel, I always mess up that word, Michael, we have some divine protection here. It feels to me like somebody was involved in a karmic relationship, or maybe was trying to hide from how they felt, so they just found a decent rebound or went back with the ex. And I view this Hermit as Mr. Michael guiding someone away from a relationship that wasn't right for you. This isn't the right one. You can feel it in your skin. You can't stop thinking about someone else. Why are you with this person? There were signs, maybe even messages and dreams, but this person started to feel like it was almost like obnoxious how many messages they got about this person that they were with being a Queen of Cups in the reverse. When you're a Queen of Cups in the reverse, this is something that in particular I don't like, because it gives off this vibe that it's okay to leverage someone else's emotions to use them. So this would be somebody that would feign interest in a romantic interest, and really what they're interested in is money or status. Hey, you're a famous musician. I just want to be able to have the clout of walking around with you, having your name on my Instagram, that kind of bullshit. There's something here about Archangel Michael communicating a message to this masculine energy that he's investing in the wrong people, and that he knows already where he's supposed to be, where his heart is hiding. Somebody took this dude's heart. Aquarius, you might have an interesting couple days ahead of you. So we have the Tower and the Page of Cups. Holding on to this secret is driving this person mad. They're going batty. They can't take it. They're probably obsessing over social media, or trying to find out if you're single, or if you're mingling with someone, or if you still think about them. They may be asking friends about you, or getting advice on how they should approach you. This person's ready to confess. I feel like I should use the Situations deck to see if we have that on the Verge card come out. But this person's also scared. There's something timid. They know what they want to say to you, may not be received well by you and by other people in the community. So there could be, you know, a previous relationship with a friend, or maybe one of you is kind of like the heartthrob and there are absolutely competitors. Maybe both of you are a heartthrob. Whatever it is, this person is feeling a sense of urgency. There may be some sort of deadline that they perceive in terms of communicating with you if they want to say their piece. Nine of Cups in the reverse. So I get two messages off of this, and first I should clarify, when it flips over but doesn't fall out, I consider that hidden energy. So this is something that you wouldn't necessarily be aware of. There has been a period of sadness or even depression that this masculine energy has gone through because, in a sense, they feel like they were the architect of their own demise in terms of the happiness that they experienced in the brief time that they had with you. There's also this sense that they have realized that it was selfish of them how they acted, and that in order to come correct, they're going to need to consider your feelings, consider your needs, and demonstrate that they are no longer selfish. They might already know that you're pretty perceptive, or they just feel like it's important to do things right. So there's a bit of a challenge when it comes down to actually coming forward for this person. I view this river in front of the horse that is, I imagine, causing the hesitation for them as a representation of ego. He's in this barren desert land, looking across the water at a mountainous area that has trees. It just looks more prosperous. It's like, yeah, I iced myself out of my own love situation. I wasn't ready to accept the opportunity or the love. I wasn't ready to stand up and be fearless or courageous in my pursuit of happiness. There were things that created fear in this masculine energy, and now he's trying to basically just get rid of those fears and say, I know it's scary, but this horse looks pretty badass, and that mountain looks like it might, be a little bit better for me than this desert. I don't know. And it feels to me like the horse is like, yeah, come on, let's go. But the other thing that's causing a little bit of hesitation for this masculine energy is the fact that this emotionally manipulative, or I just heard gaslighting feminine, kind of took part of his confidence, or kind of reinforced some of those ideas that love hurts, and delayed this masculine when it comes to being honest with this feminine that he's been thinking about. What's do we have for Aquarius? Divine intervention. Yeah, sure, you betcha. That's a super Minnesota Satan, but We don't actually say it here in Minneapolis unless we're just like making fun of the movie Fargo, just so you know. Intervention. So basically, it feels to me like this tower moment where the masculine energy is finally going to have the cojones to come forward and say, well, Anita, I got the feels for you. I know I was a total dickbag to you. I'm hoping you can forgive me. I'm going to show you that I'm not this, like, selfish asshole that didn't care about your feelings. I want to show you that I changed. And Anita's going to be like, oh, Charlie. Alright, tell me more about this Page of Cups. Aww. You guys, this is getting all sappy. That's what you're here for, though, right? Oh, no. Alright, so we have waves of emotions happening, and it's clarifying our Page of Cups, and you can literally see those waves of emotions at, you know, dude's feet. It's like, I picture this masculine energy at some, like, pool or ocean. And he's like kind of the more reserved type, a little bit more buttoned up, or like, you know, how are people looking at me right now? Do I look cool? Whereas this feminine energy that he's really drawn to is more of a like carefree, playful spirit who would like dive into the motherfucking ocean with her clothes on. Like, what? I just want to live my life. I'm having a great time. I can watch this shit. What's up? And he's like, but you're like submerged in emotion. She's like, yeah, it feels fucking great. Alright. I'll be a little bit less weird for you guys now. Okay, so what else do we have for Aquarius? So we have history in the reverse and triggers. This gives me the feeling that despite the very brief time that you spent together, or this could also mean it wasn't very long ago, there's still been a period of separation, but it didn't take long for you to leave an indelible mark on this person's memory. Can't fucking forget you. Because you're fucking crazy. You dive into the ocean in your clothes. You have a zest for life that this person hasn't been able to find in anybody else, and they can't imagine having the kind of life with anybody else that they know they could have with you. They see reminders of you. Maybe you have a popular name. Maybe you went to, you know, the restaurant on the corner by where they live on a date. There's something here that keeps poking at this masculine energy, aside from just Mr. Michael, like, hey, 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 hey. Remember that love you felt? You felt it because this is somebody you're meant to be around. You kicked them to the curb. You ghosted them. You said thanks next, but like, you shouldn't have. There's also a chance that some of the hesitancy this masculine is feeling is due to differences such as religion or race that may have given their family pause in terms of approval. Maybe not even like vocally saying it, maybe they just know that it would be something that wouldn't really go over well. So we have legal. This is clarifying strength in the reverse. There may have been some sort of drama, child custody, divorce, the sale of a house, an estate. There's something here that was creating difficulties and drawing on this person's time and energy. It made this person feel like they didn't have the ability to really invest in a relationship, and that could explain why they, or at least partially explain why they, kind of pulled away from this feminine energy. If this is resonating for you, go ahead and give me a like or a subscribe. We're going to continue with the Morgan Greer Mystic Head for Aquarius. Partially because we have stars in the back. It's very Aquarius. The Fool. A new beginning. Someone willing to take risks. But mostly what I'm looking at is this white rose. There's something pure that this masculine sees in this feminine energy. It's like, yeah, I've been attracted to people before, or I've envisioned being able to, be in a long-term relationship with someone, but I've never felt this way about anyone else. This is different. We have the Four of Cups in the reverse. There was a rejection here that was harsh. And this interaction is something that plays over and over again in this masculine's mind. They wish that they'd handled it better. Five of Pentacles. They wish that they hadn't caused as much damage. They feel like a dick. Like, man, I could have just said, it's not a good time. And instead I was like, fuck off. Why did I do that? Why? There's been a challenge presented in terms of somebody wanting to be independent, but also wanting love. I want to live my own life. I don't want to feel like I have to answer to anyone. I want to maybe even play the field. But at the end of the day, I can't help. There's also this draw to the comfort and security of a long-term relationship with somebody that I love. So this singlehood independence was kind of like a fake Oreo. I think I used that analogy in a different reading, but it was kind of like, yeah, I thought I would be happy, but once I tasted a real Oreo, I couldn't go back to the fake ones, Like, I don't want to eat cardboard. Because I've loved an empress, and when you love an empress, how can you go back to loving a queen? In the reverse. There's something intoxicating about this feminine, something that this masculine has seen impact a number of people. This could have been like a party they were at, and maybe before he was actually introduced, he saw the impact, or like the pull, the gravitational pull that she had, because this energy was unmatched and people could pick up on it. Queen of Pentacles. There was definitely somebody here trying to get this masculine's money. This Queen of Pentacles can often represent somebody who is down for a relationship, loyal. But what I see instead is somebody who looks cold, somebody who wants to look rich, somebody who doesn't want to work for it. We have the King of Rods clarifying the Fool. this new beginning that this masculine is looking for is one that he understands needs to have more morality. He wants to do more of the things that he has bypassed or sacrificed for the benefit of others and actually live how he wants to live. King of Pentacles. He wants a relationship. A real one. With the person he rejected. So we have the Nine of Swords in the reverse and the High Priestess sideways. This masculine misses looking into the feminine's eyes. It was something he couldn't do without a little bit of trepidation, but when he did, it was like he would get like kind of lost in it. And he dreams about her face. He knows that in order to no longer have nightmares, or in order to feel happy, he needs to start listening to his intuition. This could be something he learned from her. There was juggling happening when this Empress and King of Pentacles had their little tryst or fling, and it feels like there were perhaps suspicions on both sides, but when the masculine thought about it, maybe did a little bit of research, he found out he was wrong. He had actually chosen the disloyal one. He set up shop, started a relationship with the one who was disloyal, and walked away from the one who was loyal. Gotta use your discernment, gotta use your intuition so that you can make sure that you are not missing out on the good ones in favor of the ones who are just really sneaky and able to paint the picture the way they want. All right, I hope you enjoyed the reading today, Aquarius, and that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.